Hello, this is Nick Saint-Erne, and today I'm making a medieval dessert called Fygey, which is, of course, made from figs. And it's recipe number 89 from the Forme of Cury, which means the method of cooking, from the Master Cooks of King Richard II, the oldest English cookery book. Fygey. Take almonds blanched, grind them and draw them up with water and wine. Quarter figs, whole raisins, cast thereto powdered ginger and honey clarified. Seethe it well and salt it and serve it forth. The manuscript doesn't give any quantities of any ingredients, so I've sort of proportioned them out here with a half a cup of almonds, about 7 golden figs from my backyard, a cup of raisins, quarter cup of honey, a cup of water, a cup of red wine, a half teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon of ginger powder. It calls for blanched almonds, so I'm bringing some water to the boil, and then I'll add the almonds in and boil them to blanch them slightly. While the almonds are blanching, I'm going to quarter the figs and cut the stems off. Blanching the almonds for a few minutes makes it very easy for the skins to be removed from them. The almonds were then ground in a mortar with a pestle to small chunks. Take blanched almonds, grind them, and draw them up with water and wine, quartered figs, and whole raisins. I'm going to start with a little of the wine. I'm not sure exactly how much to use, but you can't really have too much wine. It's about half of my cup of wine is in there now. Stir that up. Then add the quartered figs. Raisins. Looks like it's going to be sort of a granola with wine. I think the figs would have been better chopped into smaller pieces rather than quarters. Maybe they used smaller figs. At this point, I'm only going to add a little bit of the salt and some ginger. And then I'll taste it and see if it needs more. The raisins will get soft as they soak up the wine. And I'm going to add some of the honey now. Maybe about half of the honey. And then I'll taste it. I did try a little, and the salt was plenty. The ginger was probably enough. Depends on how much you like your ginger if you want more. So I'll let this mix in with the honey and then taste it again. Well, it tastes pretty good. It's still a little runny. I'm going to add the rest of the honey into it. I'm not sure where the water comes in, unless it was to dilute out the wine so it wasn't as strong, or to boil the almonds for blanching. If this sits for a while, the raisins and almonds will absorb some of the moisture, so I think it'll become thicker. I'm going to let that soak for a while, maybe overnight, so the raisins swell up and will absorb some of the moisture. Then I think I'll drain the moisture off, whatever's left, and see how this looks then. I left it in the refrigerator overnight, and the raisins did soak up much of the moisture and they got nice and plump, and I drained most of the juice off before serving it, but it was still quite moist. It was very sweet from the honey and from the raisins and the figs, and it was very delicious, and it was great to serve as a dessert. It could also be used as a side dish, and I even used it to top some toast, and it was worked out very, very well. Thank you for watching this recipe. I hope you enjoyed it, and please give it a try. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.